Hi, it's Cindy Earl with ClaimYourSpotlight.com, and I'm here with video number 2 of my 3 secrets to instant stardom in your niche. And video number 2 is all about how to create a client attractive and sticky website so that you can extend your brand message through your website. Now, in the last video, we learned a little bit about how to create your own brand, how to create your spotlight name so that you stand out as an individual among all of the people who do what you do. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about how you express that brand and that unique brilliance in your message through your website. So I have 4 tips for you today about how to create a client attractive, sticky website. Number 1. I highly recommend, if you are a service professional of any kind, a solo entrepreneur like myself, that you create a website in a program called WordPress. If you haven't heard of WordPress, it really is a blogging platform, but it also can be customized to create unique and individual websites. I use this myself, and I highly recommend it for all my clients. Why? Because WordPress is very easy to integrate with your social networks. So it offers plugins that you can easily and seamlessly connect with your social networks, which, as we know, is very important today. It's important to get your message out through social networks, and WordPress makes it super easy for you to do this. The second reason I recommend WordPress is that it's super easy. You can do it yourself. You can edit it yourself. So it really gives you a platform to fire your webmaster, basically. So you have it set up, or you set it up yourself, and you can go in. If you can edit a Word document, you can edit your WordPress website. So I highly recommend that too. It also serves as your blog, so you can update and add blog articles anytime. And I can teach you how to work that seamlessly with your social network so that anytime you post an article, it will automatically feed out to your social network. So it starts to create this reciprocal effect of getting people, putting your blog articles out there and getting people to your social networks, and then having them visit your blog to read the articles. So it really makes that a super easy, simple process. And the last reason is that it's basically free. All you have to pay for is the hosting of your website, which can cost anywhere from $5 to $10 to $15 a month. So super cheap to host your website. You have to pay for that. But the software itself essentially is free. And then you also can buy low-cost templates that are already pre-made, pre-designed templates for you to customize your WordPress site. So I really recommend a couple of different sites to do that. There's one called iThemes and another called StudioPress.com that you can purchase, for $50, a customized theme that already has the graphics and the header already set up for you, so it looks professional, and all you have to do is plug in your pieces and your pieces of information into that already pre-designed template. So it's super easy to use WordPress. I highly recommend it. Also, Google and other search engines really like WordPress, the platform, because if you are updating it regularly, as you should be with your blog post, it makes it super visible to the search engines. So search engines like updated content, so they do like a WordPress site. And a WordPress site oftentimes will show up higher in a search ranking than a site that is not, because it is constantly updating. So it's not a static website. It's not a brochure. It is a living, breathing website that you update on a regular basis with your blog content. So WordPress, number 1. Number 2, please add an opt-in box to your website. You need to have a space on your website. It's usually best in the top right corner where people can enter their email address and their name so that you can get them on your email list. Now, I cannot tell you how many websites I see that don't have an opt-in available for people to sign in. The reason that this is a huge mistake is that people are going to visit your website one time and then they're gone. You're not going to have any way to keep in touch with them if you don't capture their email address. So really, one of the main goals of your website should be to capture people's names and email addresses when they visit your site, so that you can keep in touch with them over time. Your email list is gold. This is the only way that you're going to be able to build trust and that know, like, and trust factor with people is by sending them regular updates. So first capturing their email address on your website, then pointing them to a free offer of some sort, which I'm going to talk about in a second, and then using their email address in a strategic way, not to blast them with emails all the time, but strategically sending out e-newsletters or sending out broadcast information about a special you're having or a discount you have. So it's really essential that you have an opt-in box on your website to capture people's email addresses. Now, you can use a service, an email service, like for instance, Constant Contact or Aweber, and that actually will connect them to that service. So when they enter their email addresses, they go right into your database in Constant Contact or Aweber, and you have that email captured for life, and you can keep in touch with them. So it's super easy to do. I can show you how to do that. It's very, very important that you capture people's email addresses when they're on your site. Otherwise, you've lost them for good. So keeping in touch with people over time through email is a super great way to build that know, like, and trust factor, because we all know that we do business with people that we know, like, and trust. And I read a statistic recently that shocked me. It used to be in the advertising world back when I started that you needed to make 7 impressions on a person before they would take action to, buy your product or service. So it used to be that, you ran an ad 7 times because you wanted people to see your ads 7 times to get them to take action. Well, now in a Google world, in a social media world where there's too much information all the time, it takes you nearly 30 exposures to get people to respond to your message. So how are you going to do that? Well, one way is through email and email newsletters. So highly recommend you add that opt-in box using a service like Constant Contact or Aweber. My third tip is that in order to get people to give you their email addresses, which people aren't giving out as easily anymore, they're very protective of their email addresses for good reason. We all get way too many emails in our inboxes and spam and all kinds of stuff. So in order to get people to part with their email address and give it to you, you need to have an irresistible free offer, or what I call the ethical bribe. Now this, for example, can be, it's really just a taste of what you do as a business. It's a taste of your unique brilliance. So it can be something as simple as a free report, an audio recording of you talking about a topic that relates to your business, a CD. I've seen people record CDs and actually mail them out to people so they get something tangible in the mail. It can be a white paper. It can be an email course where you send them a series of email trainings over a period of time. It can be a video course like this one. So in order for to get people to give you their email addresses, you have to give something in return. And this is a great way to give people a free taste of who it is you are as a business owner and what it is that you do. So it leaves them wanting more. After they get your free offer, then they're going to say, well, what's next? I want more. So that's why it's very important to, with your opt-in box, to add a irresistible free offer, or ethical bribe as I call it. It really makes you stand out and extends your brand message through sharing further information with someone who's giving you their email address. Now I wrote down a few examples because I always get this question, well, Cindy, what do I offer? I don't have anything to offer. Well, you're wrong. You have a ton of knowledge to offer. You just need to realize that and tap into it. But I wrote down a few examples. For example, I have a client who's a massage therapist. So here's some examples. She could do a e-report, a free report called The 7 Horrible Mistakes that people make when they look for a massage therapist. So you want to come up with a really catchy title for your free offer in order to get people to opt in. She could do an ebook about the guide to getting the most out of your massage. She could do a 5-part email course on the same topic. She could do an audio MP3 or a short video about the 7 horrible mistakes that people make when they look for a massage therapist. I would want to know that. I don't know about you. She could offer a free 20 to 30 minute session, or a free phone consultation, a free hand massage. Who wouldn't want that? Or a free shoulder massage. or, you know, a free offer of free 30-minute session when you buy 60 minutes. So 50% off deal in essence. And then lastly, she could offer something like a free gift. These are always great, like a Starbucks card, an Amazon card, an iTunes card, hand lotion or bath salts or something that relates directly to her business. So you can see where people, you know, will take action because they want this free offer. So, you know, use your unique brilliance, your unique knowledge to come up with a free offer for your own business that will entice people to give you their email addresses. So that's number 3. Number 4 is add video to your website. Now, I know this is scary to a lot of people. Video can be very intimidating, even for myself. I only recently got comfortable with doing video. But I can tell you that it is the #1 conversion tool that you can have for your website. Video converts people faster and better than any other tool that you can offer on your website. Faster than, you know, blog articles or anything else. And why is that? Because it shows, as we discussed in the last video, you are your brand. You are the representation of your brand, and showing your unique brilliance is the way to get that brand message out there and get people to take action. So video really makes you stand out from the crowd. It extends your brand message and enables you to share your own unique personality and you know, your own unique brilliance with people through video. Video is hotter than ever before. I mean, it's just you almost, if you're a solo business owner anymore, you really need to get on the video bandwagon because it's not going away and people respond to video more than almost any other marketing tool right now. So those are my 4 tips. Number 1, WordPress. Use it for your website platform. Add an opt-in box to that site. Usually in the upper right-hand corner is where people will look for it most often, so you get the most response. Adding an irresistible free offer, something that is an ethical bribe that will entice people to give you your email address. And then number 4, adding video to your website, which will extend your brand message, show you off as the representation of your own brand. So those are my 4 tips for creating a sticky and client attractive website. And in the next video, I'm going to share with you how you can become a social media celebrity in under 20 minutes a day. Now you see people who are all over the social web, social networks, and you think, gosh, how do they do it? Do they just sit there all day? Are they behind their desk all day Facebooking and Twittering and tweeting? No, exactly, they're not. They're using some really key tips and strategies to make it seem like they're out there all the time, when in actuality, they're automating a lot of this content that you see through social networks. And they're getting help from virtual assistants and other methods so that they don't have to do it all themselves. So in the next video, video number 3, we're going to talk about how you can become a social media celebrity and be visible to the target audience that you need to reach the most. I hope you enjoyed these tips about your sticky and client attractive website, and I will see you on video number 3.